Okay, instead of letting 36,000, 50,000 Mexicans die for no reason, we should have legalized marijuana long ago and let the specialists in California and all the medicinal marijuana states to grow them. And those states that don't want it, then they simply don't have it. And but for me, overall, it should be legalized. But as far as allowing dispensaries in your state, just like there's certain zones where you can't have liquor stores, for instance. There should be certain zoning laws that keep it out of. Any place you have liquor and cigarettes, you should be able to have marijuana. Any place you have prescription drugs, you should be able to sell marijuana. So the drug war, to me, is not entirely due to marijuana. Some of it's due to government corruption, the government supporting the Zetas and them training them in Fort Benning, Georgia, I believe it was. And it's not completely due to marijuana, but that's a big part of it. So to legalize it so that the experts can cultivate is very important. Very important. This is key. Everything else doesn't make any sense at all. We're going to let people die for no reason when we know that people are going to be consuming it and purchasing it here anyway? Are we going to keep fighting a drug war we're losing at the cost of lives and taxpayers' dollars when we're in debt? Or are we going to keep looking like idiots fighting against something that's used as medicine and compare it to drugs like cocaine that kill people all the time? No. This is insanity, people. As we see more and more of the polls starting to show that more and more people are starting to step out of this Nixon kind of trance and come to reality, and come to today's reality, that we know that there are medical benefits to marijuana, and we have to explore this more. And we know that anything produced by somebody who doesn't know what they're doing is harmful, especially people who don't care very much about if it's going to harm you, as long as it gets you high and you keep coming back to them. As opposed to when being contrasted with specialists and people who work in that field, be it a physician or be it someone who's simply a botanist or a florist. Okay, someone who grows flowers, someone who grows plants, someone who tests soil for a living and experiments with different kinds of soil and bags soils in a soil company. Okay, are we to arrest all these people too? No, that's insanity. We have to come to the conclusion and to the understanding that weed needs to be legalized, and the money that comes from it needs to come from America and go to America. If the money comes from Mexico, it should go to Mexico. Okay? We are supporting the terrorists and the drug dealers and the racists who would kill off black people in Los Angeles and Texas and other places where we have seen some racial strife, mostly in Los Angeles. But there's no doubt it's been in other areas, and there's no doubt that it could intensify in other areas if the source of the problem isn't dealt with. The Illuminati and the policies that our policymakers force upon us, the failed policies of scumbags.